Welcome to the 4th Tech Talk Online. My name is Dominic Vescher. I've been working in the technical sales department at Blum-Novotest for 8 years. It's where I'm responsible for and support various machine manufacturers. In our modern world characterized by increasing component complexity and component stress, as well as the constant demand for process reliability, it's impossible to imagine any machining process without a probe. In today's Tech Talk Online, we want to take a closer look at the features and applications of Blum touch probes. We'll deal with the following topics over the next 20 minutes. Starting with the topic of the ideal solution for every work situation. Followed by a brief outlook on measuring mechanism technology. Another point we'll focus on is application examples. And to finish with, we'll give you an outlook on further technologies. Probes can be used for conventional measuring tasks such as determining the position of the workpiece prior to machining. And after machining, actual dimensions can be checked. Typical measuring tasks include measuring fit diameters, component recesses or distances. In addition, a probe can be used to measure finishing accuracy in the mu range. But there's more to probes than meets the eye. Further features include thermal machine compensation of all machine axes. Indirect tool compensation. Based on the measured points, tool correction is possible. In addition, there are Digilog touch probes available for the technology sector for contour monitoring by scanning process or roughness measurements. Hence the headline, the ideal solution for every measuring task. We as a manufacturer of in-process measuring technology, also benefit from this in our production processes. The aim is to increase the productivity, quality and degree of automation of plants. You're also welcome to come and take a look at our production facilities. Just get in touch with your direct contact. Let's start with a video showing a special application from our production processes. On a fully automated Chiron machine using the TC5410 touch probe with Shark 360 measuring mechanism. After locating, the component position is checked to see if there is any dirt between the vise and the component. Since the component is in the second clamping and the machining must match the first clamping, the 0 point is determined with the horizontal crank stylus. This ensures that the machining operations correspond to each other. Probing is only possible with this special stylus. Let's take a look at an overview of all the probes, starting from the left. The probes differ according to their application. There are the traditional TC50 and TC52 universal touch probes with infrared transmission. These probes differ in size and are used as standard probes depending on the size of the machine and the specific application. The universal touch probe family is completed by the TC60 and TC62 radio-based probes, which for example, are intended for large machines with sufficient distance between the probe and the radio receiver. Furthermore, probes with a bidirectional measuring mechanism can be used in highly productive environments. The TC51 and TC61 can be seen in the center of the image. The probes on the right side of the image can be used for special measuring tasks. They are flexible and modular in design and also available as an infrared or radio version. The electronic touch probe. The diagram gives you a good idea of the measuring mechanisms. The trigger signals for all Blum touch probes are generated by a light barrier, which is shaded by a precision pin. This optoelectronic measuring mechanism is absolutely wear-free and extremely durable. The all-rounder is the multi-directional measuring mechanism used in the universal touch probes. Due to the round optoelectronic measuring mechanism, the Blum probe has no preferential deflection direction compared to common tripod measuring mechanisms. Spindle indexing is, therefore, not absolutely necessary. In addition, the non-contact switching principle is wear-free and allows a significantly higher measuring speed than comparable systems. With a bidirectional measuring mechanism in the middle, the probe can be deflected in Z+ and Z. The multidirectional Shark 360 measuring mechanism with face gear is the all-rounder and can be deflected repeatedly in all probing directions. Today, the demands on universal touch probes in the machining process are increasing all the time. It's, therefore, important that precise measurements can be carried out in the shortest time possible. With Blum universal touch probes, measurements are in the mu range, boasting a measuring feed rate of up to 3,000 mm per minute. The styli are available in ceramic or carbide and with various ball-shaped diameters. Measurement of a pump casing is displayed in the following application. Customers often want to perform measurements with the cooling lubricant on. A total concept that guarantees sealing to IP68, therefore, offers ideal protection against external influences. A constantly high measuring force also allows the use of long styli at high acceleration rates during a tool change. The original probe is the touch probe with bidirectional measuring mechanism, colloquially referred to as the monoprobe. This measuring mechanism still has its advantages when it comes to high productivity and mass production environments. It's even possible to achieve measuring speeds of up to 5,000 mm per minute. Bloom measuring cycles, combined with process optimization by our service technicians, help to considerably reduce measuring times in many projects that employ touch probes with a bidirectional measuring mechanism. This has been proven to increase plant productivity. Relief cuts or grooves can be measured with the horizontal crank stylus. One area of application, as shown in the example, is the manufacture of turbochargers. Based on the measured values, a tool can be corrected or rejects detected straight after machining, in other words, while still clamped on the machine. Multidirectional touch probes are the all-rounders. These probes have a modular design and can be configured to meet specific customer requirements and measuring tasks. A kit featuring various extensions, elbows and styli is available. The Shark 360 measuring mechanism guarantees accurate measurements irrespective of the measuring direction. Cranked or star-shaped styli can also be applied. These probes are often used as an additional measuring system to universal touch probes. With radio transmission systems, up to 6 touch probes can be operated on just one machine. The application shows the measurement of actual dimensions on a crankcase, which is being machined on a horizontal machine. In this scenario, the TC6330 equipped with an extension is used as a second radio touch probe in addition to the TC60. The extensions are made of carbon to reduce the overall weight and to prevent deformation. Extensions of up to 900 mm are thus possible. When it comes to radio transmission, a question that often arises is whether Blum also offers a solution for double spindle machines. The answer is yes, and the solution is called Twin. Blum Radio Transmission and the Twin Cycle package enable simultaneous measurement on 2 spindles. This simultaneous measurement using 2 touch probes considerably reduces the measuring time in highly productive environments. This can also be done with hardwired systems, as shown in the following example. In this case, a TC76 with Shark 360 measuring mechanism is used. The special Strama MPS machines are able to produce 10 million cams a year. This means the touch probe has to perform up to 20 million probing processes annually. So far, we haven't encountered any problems with the systems, not even the styli have had to be replaced, and that in a plant that has been in operation for 5 years. This brings us almost to the end of today's Tech Talk Online on touch probes. We'd be delighted to welcome you to future webinars, since the world of Blum touch probes is still far from being fully explored. Using the form control measuring software, it's possible to create and carry out measuring projects. The result is a measuring report. Furthermore, a new automation feature is presented. Digilog touch probe systems enable analog scanning of the workpiece surface to detect any machining errors. Surface characteristics can be measured with the machine integrated roughness gauges. For instance, our Z and our A values straight after machining while the workpiece is still clamped on the machine. The Measure Expert app guides users from the measurement task to the cycle call and is available for smartphones, as a PC version or is integrated in the control. Further, we'd like to introduce you to the use of the TC76 touch probe in grinding machines. Thank you for your attention. If you have questions about your specific application, feel free to contact us. Take care. See you soon.